Okay, let's do a therapy letter where we help people out with advice. Get your problem on there. It's very easy. Go to Tony Scott page at kmjm.com. Dear Tony, a couple weeks ago, my wife and I took a cruise to Mexico. Now, before we left, we started looking around for a dog sitter for our year-old Chihuahua. Well, a coworker heard me talking about this and volunteered, saying her and her family would be happy to have a dog around the house for a few days. When I asked her how much, she said no, she refused to take any money. We dropped the dog off the night before we left with detailed instructions. A couple days into the cruise, I started getting these strange messages from her. Do you know your dog's date of birth? Has your dog ever been microchipped? I couldn't return the calls because we were out of the country. When we got back, I found out that they left our dog in the backyard for a couple of hours and he wandered off. Well, one of her neighbors found the dog, and since the dog didn't have any collar on her, they took the dog to the Humane Society. Well, the Humane Society put a microchip in the dog and then charged her $50. So now she wants her $50 back. My wife says they don't deserve a dime. I say, you know what? You're right, but I got to work with her every day. What should I do? Well, you know what? Your wife is absolutely right, and you would be totally right not to give her back her $50. But you know what? I'd give her $50. First I'd say I'd give you half. I'd give you 25 because it was her goof up. But you know what? Just to keep the peace at work and, you know, life lesson, right? Don't let your co-workers babysit your dogs anymore. I'd give her the money and not even worry about it. That's just me. But your wife is right. What would you do? 556-6104. We'll hear from Tammy coming up next.